Hey guys, it's Comic Uno, and today's topic video is on who is the mole for the Young Justice TV show. And the person who recommended me to do this is Philly Superman, and the link for his channel will be in the description below. Thank you for recommending this topic. Now, I think this is a very interesting topic, and just because we really don't know who the mole is for Young Justice, and maybe there are hints here and there of who the mole is, but I think that's definitely the big question from Season 1 for Young Justice. Who is the mole? And do they even know if they're the mole? I'm going to go down the list of every character from the Young Justice and see why I think they're the mole or why I don't think they're a mole. So let's start with Robin. I really think he's a character that is very far away from even being a suspect of being the mole, because even though he's very mysterious, he wears his glasses all the time, he doesn't want the team to know his identity. I understand why he does that. It's because Batman tells him to, and because that if people know that he's Dick Grayson, then they'll say, oh, Batman's Bruce Wayne. So that's why he does that. So I think he's very far away from being the mole, and I don't think we have to worry about him being the mole. Next, I would go with Aqualad. Even though he's the leader, I really don't think he's a mole either. He's not really that suspicious. There hasn't been any hints that he is the mole. Maybe if the Young Justice writers really want to surprise us, he would be the mole. But I mean, I think I would like to see Aqualad as the mole, just see how the writers would do it. But I really think he's very far away from being the mole also because I just don't think I don't even think they dropped hints of him being the mole. And I don't think there's a possibility of him being the mole. So those two characters, I think, really have no chance of being the mole. But, I mean, obviously, there's always a chance of them being the mole, but I just don't think that they are. But if the Young Justice creators and writers want to really surprise us, then make them the mole. I don't even have any idea how they could be the mole. And also we have Zatanna, who's new, so she's out of every single character in the Young Justice team, I think she's the farthest away of being the mole, because she hasn't even been on the team since this whole mole thing has been going on. So Zatanna is very far away from being the mole. But I think the suspects that are really the big suspects of being the mole is Artemis, Superboy, and Miss Martian. And of course, Kid Flash is not that close to being the mole either. I think the three characters that aren't close to being the mole are Kid Flash, Aqualad, and Robin. I think they're the side of, like, I really don't even think they're going to be the mole. Especially Kid Flash. He's another one that I don't even picture being the mole. There hasn't been any hints of him being the mole. And of course, I don't think Zatanna's the mole. I said that too. So those four characters I just don't think are going to be the mole. But I think Artemis, Artemis, Superboy, and Miss Martian are definitely the three that could be the mole. The reason I'm going to start with Artemis because I stated her first, but the reason I say Artemis is just because I think the writers have been hinting at her the most out of every character that's on the team, just because when she first entered the team, no one really knew about her. We know that she's not Green Lantern's niece, even though she's been lying to the team. Us as viewers, and if you read the comic books of the connection from the series, you can see that we know why she's hiding these things. She's hiding it because she has a bad past with her parents being villains. So she doesn't want the Young Justice team, her friends, to know that her past, really. So I understand why she does that. She wants to be a little secretive, and Red Arrow doesn't really trust her either. So definitely, there's a lot of untrustingness from her, especially from the team in the beginning. They really did not trust her at all. So, but they began to trust her as they became friends with her. But I don't think she's the mole, just because I feel like the writers have been hinting at her too much to be the mole. I feel like, say, all right, let's say Artemis. Let's give a little hint that Artemis is the mole. Give her a little mystery to her. That way, the audience thinks she's a mole. She'll be the best bet. So I really don't think she's the mole, though, just because I know why she's being mysterious. It's not because of being mysterious, because I'm the mole. From the beginning of the episodes, I always say, yeah, totally, she's a mole. There's too much mystery about her. But as the episodes went on, I could tell you that I don't think she's the mole. Now, the two suspects that I really have been debating about of who's the mole is definitely Miss Martian or Superboy. Now, I'm going to go talk about Superboy first. the reason I would say he's the mole is just because how about the people who created him, who made him the clone of Superman? I mean, I think they could be controlling him. He doesn't know he's the mole, but they could be controlling him, saying, "All right, we're gonna watch every single move he's doing." We don't know that. I think that could be a big thing, saying that he is the mole because he doesn't know he's the mole, but he is a clone. He could be being controlled. He could have a chip on his mind or something that they put in him to show, oh, we know everything the Young Justice is doing. Also, we have Miss Martian, who doesn't seem like the mole, but she could definitely be the mole because of the whole white Martian thing. She might not know she's a white Martian, but she could definitely be a white Martian. And there has been signs of her being a white Martian in this a couple of episodes, I would say. There's definitely been Miss Martian being worried of her being a white Martian, saying, I remember when Black Canary was talking to her or whatever and saying, oh, you're white. And saying that she changed into her human form, but she thought it was like, I'm a white Martian, what are you talking about? But she thought in her mind, oh, I'm a white Martian. But definitely there has been clues of that, so I think the two suspects that I would say that I think is the mole, and I think definitely there's definitely a lot of story for them to be the mole, and is definitely Miss Martian and Superboy. Even though I don't think they know they're the mole, though. I don't think they're purposely saying, I'm tricking the Young Justice team. I really don't think, if it's any character, I really don't think they are saying, I'm going to trick the Young Justice. Because you could tell from the series that they're all friends, and they must be a really great actor if they know that they're the mole. But I think out of Superboy and Miss Martian, I'm gonna go with Miss Martian. I'm gonna say that Miss Martian is the mole. So, tell me your guys' opinions. Who do you think the mole is? Has there been hints of who the mole is? Again, like I said, I think it's Miss Martian who's the mole. That's my guess. When do you think we'll figure out who the mole is? I think towards the end we're gonna figure out who the mole is. Maybe after March when we get into the April episodes, or if there's another hiatus, who knows? But definitely towards the end we're gonna get to see who the mole is. More hints. But I'm excited. I'm totally excited to see who the mole is. I think it's gonna definitely be a big surprise which episode we find out in. But I want to hear your guys' opinions. Who do you think the mole is? Tell me if your theories of who could be the mole, and tell me, oh, this is the reason Robin can't be the mole. But I really want to hear your guys' opinions, and do you think Miss Martian's the mole? And thank you, Philly Superman, for this topic. It was definitely a great topic. And this is Comic Una. I hope you enjoyed. In the description below, there'll be a link for my Twitter. It'll just have comic book news, topic video news, and reviews I'll be doing. And also, don't forget to follow my other Twitter for my other YouTube channel, The Rand Situations. And it'll just have news about those videos. So I hope you enjoyed, and I want to hear your guys' opinions about this topic. See you guys, and there'll be another topic video for my next set of reviews next week. Bye, guys. I hope you enjoyed. See ya.